What's up, Warrior? Welcome back to the Warrior Movement Podcast. And today I'm going to talk to you about the 1% difference that winners have versus those that don't. So, if that sounds like something interesting to you, if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast, be sure to do that on all platforms or share this onto your feed as well, because I'm going to be sharing with you a tip that transformed my business and my life, and I hope it will be for you as well too. But have you ever wondered what's the difference between winners and those that don't? Have you ever noticed that there's some people that no matter what they do, it's like everything they do touches and turns to gold? I was not like that in my life. I was not like that in my business. In fact, I would say that many times I was the first loser until I realized the key difference. So I'll share with you a story. I was at a company incentive trip, and in this trip, we would do this like relay race obstacle course things. Maybe I'm conjuring memories for you. And I remember thinking to myself on this trip, I was against another team, and the CEO at the time was known that any team that he was on would always win. And I'm like, all right, this time I got it. This time I'm gonna do this, right? This time I'm gonna win. There was 3 different challenges. And you know what happened? In every single challenge, I ended up not in last place. I ended up not in fifth place. I ended up in second place. And have you ever been the first loser before? Put a 1 in the comments if you've been the first loser before. Like, it's one thing to lose, it's another to lose by so little, right? And I'm like, gosh, why is this happening? And I realized that there was a pattern to my results. And I hope that you look in your business. I hope you look in your life. And if you notice patterns in your results, let's go to the root of the issue. And the patterns of your results will always go back to some type of thought. Every single thought that's sown will reap a harvest of some type of result. And this was a key thing that I noticed. There's a 1% difference that winners think that makes 100% of the difference in their actual results. And winners don't play to not lose. Winners play to win. Winners don't play to not lose. Winners play to win. This is what I realized. I was saying to myself, I'm talking to someone here. I know I am. Put a me in the comments if this resonates at all, because this can change your life. This can change your business. It did for me. Is I noticed when I was looking at that opponent, if you want to call him that, he was a CEO of the company that always won. He just knew anything he did, he wins. That was his mindset. My mindset sounded similar, but it was 100% different, which was this. I said, man, I hope I don't get second place. He was thinking, I've already won. I was thinking, I hope I don't get second. I wanted to win, but what I really didn't want was I didn't want to get second. Do you see the difference here? So many times we play to not lose. That's our obsession. I don't want to look bad. I don't want to fail. What if this happens? What if I go back on my promises to my family, for my business, for my life? Like, we play to not lose, but the champions in this world, they play to only win. Small difference in language, big difference in outcome. And what happened is it checked me. So I lost those 3 challenges. I got into second place. The next time I had one of these opportunities, I said, I'm going to try this different. And I had to change my thinking. And I remember as this challenge, this obstacle course started, my mind at first said, I don't want to be second place. But I said, no, not this time. Not this time. I started visualizing. I started imagining. I started affirming. I said, I have already won. It is already done. Warrior, put in right now, think your goal in your business, your goal in your life. What success is already done? You begin with the end in mind. So I was challenging my old thought patterns on this. I'm like, I've won. I've got it. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Did the obstacle course. Guess what? This time I won. In fact, I didn't just win once, I won multiple times. And since then, I don't win all the time, right? No one's ever going to win all the time. But more often than not, I have a different confidence that when I set a goal, when I do something, I win. Warriors win. Warriors don't play to not lose. Warriors play to win. If you're still resonating with me on this, type in the comments, play to win. It is such a big thing. If you want to do anything spectacular in your business, if you want to be someone great in your family, if you want to do something impactful in society, play to win. You're not always going to win, but you must begin with that expectation. John C. Maxwell, leadership guru, in his 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership says this. One of the rules, one of the laws is the law of victory. If you want a big team, if you want to make big impact, people will only follow people that have a winner's mindset, that win. Now, you don't always have to win. It's not saying people follow people that win, but it's people follow people that play to win. Like they're in it to win it. They have this competitive nature. They say, whatever I do, I will win. So be sure to have that. Don't play to not lose, play to win. That also means that when you don't win, you got to be able to win you got to be able to lose like a winner too. Winners are not the best losers. Okay. I think one thing that's happened in society, especially if you take a look at the modern educational system, is, and I get what they're trying to do, but like they do these things like participation prizes, right? Like, and I like that because especially in PE, I was a chubby kid. So I wanted some type of, I would never win in terms of an athletic thing, but to try to not offend, we live in a society right now where people try to remove the concept that there's winning and losing. So they try to have concepts of everyone wins. Have you seen this? Like, are you seeing this with your kids? Are you seeing this with society? Like, everyone's a winner. I think about Oprah, right? Everyone wins a car. Just because we participate, it's like, that's good enough. But the reality in life is that is not true. Imagine you're actually in war itself. Hey, if anyone's in the military, by the way, thank you for your service. You've been there. Tell me. I mean, can you just go up to your to the battle and go to your enemy and just be like, "Hey, we all win here"? No, it doesn't work that way. So you have to want to win, not want to win at the demise of someone else. It's just you want to win because if you've set a goal, that is what it is. Like, this is your word. So when you lose, society will tell us when you lose, hey, it's all good. You did your best. Give yourself a pat on the back. Better luck next time. You're all a winner. You know, true champions, true winners, true warriors, when they lose, it's a serious situation. When they lose, they get frustrated. When they lose, they're mad at themselves. Now you have to learn how to lose like a winner. This is losing like a loser is the following. Losing like the loser could look like, nah, I didn't want that anyway, right? We forget our goal. We say, nah, I wasn't that serious about it. We deflect. Losing like a loser is blaming. I didn't have enough time. My prospect didn't give me a call back. I was going to get it, but, it's just not the right time. Here's one that might cross some boundaries or some barriers, and I'm a faith-believing person, right? But, it just wasn't God's timing. It just wasn't God's timing. Now, God is a perfect timing. I'm not trying to be God, but we have to be careful when we say these things. Do we actually mean that? Are we trying to cop out and use God as a crutch? Ooh. And you know when it's true or not true. losing like a loser, downgrading your goals, not taking it seriously. You know what's even worse is when we don't even feel failure anymore because we have deconditioned ourselves to actually experience the negative parts of life. The moment that we start to feel pain or frustration, we're like, nah, I don't want to get away from this bad, icky feeling. Come on. Champions, warriors, when they lose, they take those negative emotions and they turn the frustration into fascination. You know, there's a saying that people don't run when they see the light. People run when they feel the heat. Think about anything that's happened in your life when you won on. I bet there was times that because you had this moment in your life when you say, enough is enough, never again. I'm never going to be treated this way by another man. I'm never be treated this way by another person. I'm never going to have this business go this certain way. I'm never going to live this certain type of lifestyle anymore. My kids deserve better. My business is going to be better. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Come on. Who here's ever been in this situation before? Put a me in the comments below. It's in these moments where you're frustrated. It's in these moments when you're in this almost dark place. It's in these moments that all these limiting beliefs are just swirling around. You're like, oh my gosh, I got to get out of this. Where you make a decision to say, enough is enough, never again. That was my old. The old is gone. The new is here. I am choosing a new path. The moment that you take frustration in that way, you lose like a winner. Oh, champions are made in those times. Champions are made in those times. You're tired of being the victim. You're tired of blaming everyone else. You're tired of all your BS excuses. And you're like, nuh-uh. You look at yourself in the mirror. You confront yourself. You take full ownership and you say, you know what? Everything that I did in the past is why the results are the way that it is. Now I'm going to change that. The positive thing is we can always change at any one given moment. The day that turns your life around. What is that for you? Warriors win no matter what. They play to win. They don't play to not lose. Warriors lose like a winner. They take the learning lessons of the loss and they put it into the next one. I'll end this with a story. As I was learning, and I'm not perfect by any means, well failed, right? But I had a very big issue with winning in my business. In my first business, I got into this leadership group for my mentors, and I was like the young kid on the block, right? I was like the rising star, and my law of victory was very low. I was very happy-go-lucky. I say all the things that I've said in this podcast so far because that was me. Right? I had all the excuses. I always had a way out. I always said better luck next time. Like, you know, I was very lighthearted myself. And what happened was we would do these challenges with my mentor and be production challenges. And I was leading my team. And, you know, I failed one of them. And then I'll go up to my mentor, like, you know, things happen. It's going to be better next time. And then I failed another one. I'm like, it's all good. Like, it's going to be better next time. I did this probably around 5 times. I made declarations I was going to do something. I just didn't do it. There was always an excuse. There was always a reason. And by the 5th time, my mentor, very patient, he came up to me. He's like, James, we got to talk about something. It's okay to lose, but not all the time. There's something happening here. And if we don't turn this around, you're losing credibility with your people. And I looked at him. You know what happened? I made a bold declaration. So I'm in this leadership group. It was called the Inner Core. So where the cool kids were at, you know, I'm like, all right, cool. And I said this, I was bold. Put yourself in positions where you might be able to get embarrassed. I said, all right, if I fail this next one, I will remove myself from this leadership group. And it's something I really, really wanted. Ran the challenge. Guess what happened? Do you guys think I won or lost? I'm curious. Put in the comments, did I win or lose that one? When I put myself on the line And I said, I will remove myself from this leadership group that I really want to if I fail. Did I win or lose? Comment below, win or lose. I wonder what you think. I end up losing. I was traumatized. I was demoralized. I was really sad because I put a consequence. And I remember that night, and I knew it, right? The pay period was done. Only I knew it. I remember confronting myself. Like I had the thought of, it's not that big of a deal, is it? Mentor's going to give me grace, right? But then another thought came and I said, James, this is not okay. If you're a man of your word, if you're a warrior, what do? They have honor, they have integrity, right? I said something, I need to commit to it. Midnight, the deadline was done. Midnight 12:01, I removed myself from this leadership group. Like we had a chat room, I removed myself. And I messaged my mentor back and I said, I told you that I would remove myself if I didn't hit this goal, and I will. But lose like a winner, right? I came back with a proposition. I said, but give me another chance. There's like another competition coming up. I said, if I win in this one, can I get back in? My mentor was like, interesting. Losing like a winner. That next one, I was different. The next challenge, I was like a newbie leader against like a seasoned leader, someone that made 7 figures. I didn't even make 6 figures yet. But it doesn't matter. David versus Goliath situation. This time I was playing to win, not playing to not lose. This time, what do you think happened? Do you think I won or I lost this time? Put a 1 in the comments if you think I won. Put a 2 if you think I lost. This one I won. It was literally by 1 point. And I got back into that leadership group. And we eventually became the top producers. And now to this day, still the top producers. Warriors win. They play to win, not play to not lose. They lose like a winner, and they keep on going until the job is done. So I hope this encouraged you. If it did, be sure to subscribe to the podcast, whether it's YouTube or Spotify, wherever that it is. I'm going to be giving you daily doses of a lot of insight, inspiration, help you unleash your inner war so you can crush in your business and your life. We'd love to hear any comments below if you have any feedback on this, and share this if you're watching on social as well. Other than that, let's crush it. Warriors out.